Hello, beautiful humans. I am Chef Kristen. I'm proud to feature our Healthy Human Mentorship Program, which is a self-paced program that allows moms, parents, and family members to customize, implement, and grow together at your own pace. We help families restore their health and energy while overcoming chronic health and autoimmune issues. Our Healthy Human Mentorship Program is designed for families who want big results but need simple, time-effective nutrition solutions. This program aims to improve autoimmune and chronic health issues and feed your family without toxic processed foods. We believe that nutrition is the key to health and disease, and we guide families how to cook delicious meals that decrease inflammation, boost energy, and reverse health issues. Overall, we're passionate about the power of food in promoting holistic health and provide guidance with our lifelong resource to help families improve their well-being and reverse autoimmune and chronic disease symptoms naturally. Today, we are discussing why we have to give a shit, and it is truly all about our poo. Food is fuel for our bodies, and this is our wellness chef's perspective. It is what it is. By the end of this class, you will feel empowered to take action to eat food with optimal nutrition. Let's get started. Interesting human information. Important things to know about your body's health. Your body is designed to heal itself when given the right conditions. Our eyes have protective features like bones and lashes. If something gets stuck in your eyes, remove it within an hour. If a bug enters your eye, the fluid drowns it out. Gently move your eye around to help remove it. Ears. Hairs and wax in your ears protect your eardrums. And when you breathe in air in your nose, dust drops off inside your nose. If it passes through the ricochet, it goes into your throat, then into your lungs, which coughing helps bring that up. When you breathe through your nose, it purifies the air. You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Mucus in your nose hampers your ability to sleep, while breathing through your nose could be caused by gluten intolerance, potentially from hybridized wheat. Skin is a protection. If it gets cut, it becomes susceptible to pathogens, so keep it covered. Pus consists of dead white blood cells, which are essential components of your immune system. Blood circulates throughout our body every 60 seconds. Magnesium is crucial for over 300 enzymatic functions in your body. Be cautious with stimulants and toxins. Avoid excess consumption of sugar, caffeine, alcohol, and tobacco, as they deplete magnesium and other minerals in your body. The pH of your blood should be between 7.35 and 7.4 for optimal health. Blood cells, specifically red blood cells carry nutrients, oxygen, and water while removing waste. White blood cells act as your body's internal defense system, and an imbalance can cause allergies or inflammation. Cellulitis refers to an inflammation of the cells. Using hot and cold treatments can help improve blood circulation and aid in the body in healing itself. Ice can help reduce inflammation. Microorganisms. Our mouth contains more microbes than there are humans on Earth. Various microorganisms, such as bacteria, yeast, fungus, and dust, can cause cell damage. Mold waste produces penicillin acid, and antibiotics are made from mold strains. Mold can be found in various places, including peanut butter. Be cautious of exposure to electromagnetic fields, the EMFs, and chemicals, as we are exposed to over 20,000 chemicals a year. All right, next up. Female nutrition, especially for moms during pregnancy. Vitamin B12. Consuming foods rich in vitamin B12 is essential for energy production, neural function, and maintaining healthy nerve cells. Animal products like dairy, eggs, meat, fish, and shellfish are a good source of B12. Folate and folic acid. Folate is a natural form of vitamin B9 found in food, while folic acid is a synthetic form Include in your diet nuts, beans, leafy green vegetables, and citrus foods. Calcium is crucial for pregnant women to maintain their bone density and support development of their baby bones, found in an array of vegetables, especially leafy dark greens. Vitamin D is important for immune function, and you can get that through dietary sources like egg yolks, fish oils, or exposure to sunlight. Iron is vital during pregnancy to prevent anemia and ensure healthy development. Include both plant-based and animal sources of iron in your diet. And iodine is necessary for thyroid hormone production and proper neurodevelopment. Number 3, microbiome. The microbiome is a collection of tiny organisms, like bacteria, that live in and on our bodies. These organisms are important for various functions, especially in the gut. The gut microbiome, which has the most bacteria compared to other parts in our body, help with food digestion and protect against harmful pathogens. It also plays a role in metabolism, nutrient absorption, and regular hunger and fullness. Eating a healthy diet is crucial for maintaining a good balance of bacteria in the gut. In fact, what your child eats from infancy can shape their gut microbiome. Breast milk contains special compounds that support digestion, absorption of nutrients, and immune protection. During the first 2 years of life, it's important to focus on building a population of beneficial bacteria in your child's gut. This foundation continues to develop as they grow older. The microbiome not only affects digestion, but also has a significant impact on your child's behavior, mood, and overall well-being. It influences neural development, brain chemistry, and a range of behaviors such as emotion, pain perception, and stress response. Changes in the microbiome have been linked to issues like anxiety, hyperactivity, depression, and even autism. To support a healthy microbiome, it is important to include certain foods in your child's diet. Fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and seaweed help nourish beneficial bacteria in the gut. These foods contain prebiotics, which are like food for the bacteria. Probiotic foods, such as fermented sauerkraut, kombucha, can also be beneficial. Probiotics are friendly bacteria that support digestion, immune function, nutrient absorption, and even skin health. The type of fat and carbohydrates your child eats also influences the gut microbiome. Choosing healthy fats and plant-based carbohydrates helps maintain a balanced microbial community. It is important to avoid toxic overload by minimizing the use of hand sanitizers, sterilizing cleaning products, and unnecessary antibiotics. A diverse microbiome with many different bacterial species is essential for good health. Taking care of the gut also involves paying attention to bowel movements. Your child's poop can provide valuable insight into their health. Factors like stool consistency, flotation, and transit time can indicate issues with digestion and nutrient absorption. Apart from the microbiome, hormones also play a crucial role in your child's health. Hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone are essential for various bodily functions. Maintaining hormone balance is important for reproductive health and overall well-being. To support hormone balance, it is important to be aware of the effect of certain medications and chemicals. For example, synthetic hormones and birth control pills can cause imbalances and side effects. Growth stimulants in meat and fish products, as well as exposure to plastic and pesticide chemicals, can also disrupt hormone levels. Promoting overall health and wellness involves boosting white blood cells and maximizing the body's health potential. It's essential to avoid overusing antibiotics, as it can lead to the development of drug-resistant bacteria. By understanding the importance of the microbiome, making healthier dietary choices, and being mindful of hormone imbalance, you can support your and your child's well-being and long-term health. Number 4, agriculture. Did you know that the rate of autism in children has skyrocketed to 1 in 36 compared to just 1 in 5,000 in the 1970s? And about 1 in 3 children are now overweight or obese. Shockingly, 60% of infants will develop type 1 diabetes in the first year of their life. Here are some eye-opening facts about our food system. Cereal boxes contain as much as 30% sugar, which stores as fat in our body. We produce 150 to 200 times more food than we actually need, leading to wastage and trashing our land. In fact, a third of all food goes unconsumed, and 15 to 25% of the food we buy for our homes is wasted. It's time for us to take charge of our health and become agents of change in a failing healthcare system. The United Nations emphasizes that a healthy planet leads to fewer diseases. We need to shift our production and consumption habits toward cleaner and greener practices. As climate change continues, disease epidemics are predicted to become more frequent. So, who's responsible for the health and safety of our future generations? It is our collective responsibility to protect the environment and ensure our children's children can enjoy clean air, fresh water, and healthy soil that produces nutritious and sustainable food. Let's talk about the big corporations that dominate our food industry. Only 10 major corporations manufacture the majority of products we consume, from soda to potato chips and even baby food. These massive corporations stifle entrepreneurial diversity and make it hard for small businesses to compete. But we have the power to change that by supporting local farmer markets and avoiding highly processed foods and sugary drinks. Now, let's address the issue of pesticides and their impact on health. Pesticides are like antibiotics that kill the good bacteria and diverse microbiomes in our soil and bodies. The increase in chronic disease cannot be prevented by vaccines or cured by medication alone. We need to revolutionize our approach to farming and food preparation. Regenerative farming, which focuses on rebuilding soil health, can help renew and restore our soil, mitigating the effects of climate change. When it comes to organic food, it's important to know what it really means. Organic products are produced in a way that promote ecological sustainability and are free from genetically engineered ingredients and toxic pesticides. Unfortunately, not all products labeled as natural have the same strict regulations. Companies that started as organic brands sometimes switch to non-organic ingredients without lowering their prices or changing packaging. Did you know that Monsanto, a leading producer of GMO seeds, is involved in military technology related to chemical warfare? Their products such as Roundup, glyphosate, and genetically modified seeds are not just a concern for the food industry, but also pose a risk to our health. For health for our children, organic food is crucial. Babies and young children are more vulnerable to pesticides due to their developing systems. Genetically engineered foods designed to tolerate glyphosate pose long-term risks, including obesity, depression, autism, and inflammatory bowel syndrome. Now let's explore the concept of regenerative agriculture. This approach focuses on rebuilding soil by using natural composting agents, crop rotation, and cover cropping. By promoting biodiversity and using only natural, earth-based nutrients, we can grow healthy and resilient crops. Water recycling and conservation methods such as rain catching systems and mulching can also play a significant role. Understanding the importance of microbes in soil health is key. Rhizobia bacteria, which convert atmospheric nitrogen into plant proteins, are critical for soil fertility. Additionally, fulvic acid, a naturally occurring compound found in fertile soil, offers numerous benefits for human and animal health. It enhances nutrient absorption, it has anti-inflammatory properties, boosts the immune system, and promotes overall well-being. We have the power to make a difference in our food system and our children's health by supporting regenerative farming practices and choosing organic foods. However, the organic industry may not be as trustworthy as they appear. We cannot leave a world ruined by toxic chemicals for our children. We encourage you to prioritize your health and well-being and live your best life. Organic farming over time can rejuvenate our depleted soil and help mitigate the effects of climate change. Pesticides, often referred to as antibiotics themselves, are detrimental to the good bacteria and diverse microbiomes in our soil and bodies. The chronic disease outbreak we're facing cannot be prevented or cured solely by vaccines or medication. Without addressing the underlying causes, this health crisis will continue to grow. To effectively solve our crisis, we must transform our farming practices and our approach to food preparation. Regenerative farming and holistic remedies are crucial for the long-term health of our planet and future generations. Number 5, cannabis. Let's talk about cannabis in a simple and easy to understand way. Back in the 1800s, cannabis was a commonly used legal medication prescribed by physicians. It was even listed in the United States Pharmacopoeia as treatment for various ailments such as neuralgia, inflamed skin, and even alcohol and opiate addiction. However, things changed in 1937 with the passing of the Marijuana Tax Act, which made cannabis possession illegal except for those with a prescription. This led to physicians turning away from cannabis due to the complex requirements of the law, and pharmaceutical drugs became the easier choice. By 1942, cannabis was removed from the US Pharmacopoeia, losing its therapeutic legitimacy. But over the years, there has been a growing effort to reclaim the medical use of cannabis. What makes cannabis interesting is that it doesn't have the long list of side effects commonly seen with pharmaceutical medications. It's virtually impossible to overdose on cannabis because it doesn't affect the part of the brain controlling respiration. Instead, cannabis interacts with receptor sites in the brain, addressing issues like pain, anxiety, appetite, and more. The compounds in cannabis work together to create what's called an entourage effect, where the whole plant provides synergistic benefits. Now, let's talk about ways to consume cannabis. Inhalation, oral ingestion, topical application, or sublingual administration. Inhalation. This is the fastest method with effects kicking in with minutes. It can be done through smoking, vaping, or dabbing. Oral ingestion. Cannabis can be taken orally in the form of capsules, edibles, tinctures, or oils. The effects take longer to manifest but tend to last longer. Topical application. Cannabis can be applied to the skin through lotions, balms, salves, oils, and bath salts. This method is helpful for reducing pain and inflammation and usually doesn't have psychoactive effects. Sublingual administration. Cannabis can be consumed as lozenges, sprays, or dissolvable strips placed under the tongue and dissolved. It is important to note that cannabis actually enhances lung functioning by acting as a bronchodilator, increasing airflow and decreasing resistance in the respiratory tract. Additionally, cannabis has shown benefits for heart health, nausea relief, appetite stimulation, and even potential prevention of Alzheimer's disease. Another fascinating aspect is the use of raw cannabis. Raw cannabis doesn't make you high or stoned, has no psychoactive euphoria, and can provide numerous health benefits. It's packed with antioxidants, essential fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals. Drinking raw cannabis juice daily can alleviate symptoms and provide healing for various disorders, including cancer, lupus, Parkinson's, and inflammatory and autoimmune conditions. Remember, cannabis leaves, both fan leaves and sugar leaves, can be used for their nutritional value. They can be added to green juices or used to make nutritious beverages and edibles. By consuming raw cannabis, you benefit from the acid forms of cannabinoids like THCA and CBDA, which interact with the endocannabinoid system, our endogenous cannabinoid system. You can also explore other forms of cannabis, such as fresh frozen for concentrates, or cured and decarboxylated for hash, oil, and edibles. Fresh frozen is freezing cannabis immediately after harvest to preserve trichomes for high-quality concentrates. It saves time and labor, skipping the trimming, drying, and curing process. Cured cannabis. There are several methods to separate trichomes from the plant for making hash, oil, or smoking dry sifted kief. Bubble bags and fine mesh screens assist in this extraction process. Medicinally activated cannabis is done by a process of decarboxylation. Decarboxylation is the process of converting THCA, the acid form, raw, into THC, the psychoactive molecule, through heating. This allows for the creation of THC-rich tinctures with therapeutic effects similar to smoked ingestion. So, understanding different cannabinoids is essential. THCA, tetrahydrocannabinolic acid, is non-intoxicating compound found in raw cannabis, has anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, and anti-emetic properties, making it beneficial for conditions like arthritis, lupus, and nausea. THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, is psychoactive compound, provides pain relief, reduces inflammation, helps with sleep, and has the potential benefit for conditions like anxiety, depression, glaucoma, and more. THCV, tetrahydrocannabivarin, is similar to THC, but more strongly psychoactive. It offers energetic effects and reduces anxiety. CBD-A and CBD, cannabidiol acid or cannabidiol, has been touted for a wide variety of health issues, but the strongest scientific evidence is for its effectiveness in treating some of the cruelest childhood epilepsy syndromes. CBD may also help with anxiety, insomnia, chronic pain, and addiction. Number 6, toxic soup. As a parent, it is important to understand how certain factors in our food can impact our health. Let's simplify the information into 7 points to help you make informed choices. GMOs in food. We should avoid genetically modified organisms, GMOs, in our food. These are products of infant science that have been introduced into the food supply without ability to recall them if issues arise. Chemical companies often promote GMOs to sell more chemicals, which can weaken the body and make it more susceptible to parasites. Toxins and detoxification. Our bodies are exposed to various toxins from pesticides, preservatives, heavy metals, pollutants, plastics, and other chemicals in the environment. Water-soluble toxins can be easily flushed out through the blood and kidneys, but fat-soluble toxins require additional steps. The liver plays a crucial role in converting these fat-soluble toxins into water-soluble forms for elimination. Maintaining a balanced digestion, managing stress levels, and supporting detoxification pathways are essential to prevent the accumulation of harmful toxins in our bodies. Toxicity can manifest as bloating, breast swelling, weight gain around the belly, sensitivities, skin irritations, joint stiffness, and more. Optimal bile flow from the liver is vital for our overall health. Bile helps break down the fats and act as an immune system responder in the digestive tract. It can remove heavy metals, parasites, pesticides, bad bacteria, and harmful chemicals. Sufficient fiber in the diet helps eliminate bile through bowel movements. However, if the diet lacks fiber, bile may get reabsorbed into the liver along with its toxins, potentially overwhelming the liver. Congestion in the liver can lead to thick, sludgy bile, making it difficult to break down fat-soluble toxins. This congestion can also affect the pancreas and the flow of the pancreatic enzymes, compromising the digestive process. Problematic food components. Some foods can worsen our health conditions. Wheat, dairy, and soy foods are heavy and harder to digest, often leading to excessive mucus production in the gut. Gluten found in wheat can irritate the intestinal wall and create mucus production. Gluten found in wheat can irritate the intestinal wall and increase mucus production. Occasional constipation or loose stools may indicate compromised detoxification and assimilation pathways. It is important to identify foods that trigger these symptoms and make necessary dietary adjustments. Harmful additives and ingredients. Many food additives and ingredients can be harmful to our health. Hexane, a neurotoxin, is used to extract soybean oil, and its residue can remain in the oil. Canola oil undergoes intense processing with chemical solvents and may contain trans fats. Carrageenan, a seaweed-based additive, has been associated with inflammation and higher rates of colon cancer. Natural flavors can include synthetic chemicals, and artificial food additives like MSG, BHA, and BHT can have neurotoxic effects. It's important to read labels and avoid these additives when possible. More toxicity to avoid. Other toxic substances include aluminum-containing foods, genetically modified foods, GMOs, artificial food additives, soy foods, soy lecithin, protein powders, plant-based beverages with additives, snack bars marketed as nutritious, alcohol, caffeine, and synthetic vitamins. It's best to opt for natural, food-based supplements when needed. Other considerations. Avoid using a microwave oven, as materials like Teflon, aluminum, and plastic can leach into food. Use non-toxic skincare and makeup products, and be aware of mold in food, as mold waste can produce harmful substances. Take precautions with toothpaste, as some popular brands may include ingredients that can harm. Number 8, living soil is in with the agricultural conversation, so we're going to move on to number 9. Bones are important because they are living tissues that constantly remodel themselves. They are made up of a hard substance called hydroxyapatite crystals and form the framework of our bodies. We have over 200 separate bones in our body that gives the shape to our body and protect our vital organs. It's important to know that bones are living substances and require proper nourishment to stay strong and healthy. There are 3 main reasons why strong bones depend on good nutrition. Keeping bone cells healthy and active. Proper nourishment helps support the health and activity of the cells in our bones, allowing them to function optimally. Providing building blocks for bone formation. Good nutrition supplies the necessary nutrients that serve as building blocks for the organic matrix of our bones. This matrix forms the structure upon which our bones are built. Supplying essential minerals. Our bones need a complex mix of minerals to become strong and hard. These minerals are placed on the organic net, collagen fibers, of the bone, forming the hardened component known as hydroxyapatite crystals. By ensuring proper nourishment, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and having favorable genetics, we can promote the health of our bones, and they can last a lifetime. 10. Blood sugars. Our bodies process sugar in different forms. There are simple sugars like glucose and fructose, which are found in foods we eat. When these sugars bond together, they form compounds like sucrose and lactose. These sugars are quickly digested and absorbed by our bodies. When sugar enters our bloodstream, it triggers the release of a hormone called insulin from the pancreas. Insulin helps the cells in our body use glucose for energy. However, when we consume too much sugar or unhealthy food, it can lead to inflammation in our bodies. This inflammation can happen to everyone and is called postprandial inflammation. Overeating, a high carbohydrate diet, and sugary beverages can increase this inflammation, which is not good for health. Excessive sugar consumption can also lead to insulin resistance. This means that our cells become less responsive to the effect of insulin, and our bodies may store the excess glucose as fat. Insulin resistance can lead to health conditions like type 2 diabetes and polycystic ovarian syndrome. Sugar can also affect fertility and hormone balance. In women, elevated insulin levels can cause hormonal imbalances that interfere with ovulation and normal menstrual cycles. In men, consuming a lot of sugar can decrease testosterone levels. Chronic sugar intake can disrupt the function of a hormone called leptin, which helps regulate appetite. When our bodies become resistant to leptin, we may experience increased hunger and decreased metabolism. High sugar intake can also affect our brain and gut health. It can contribute to intestinal permeability, allowing toxins to enter our bloodstream and trigger inflammation. This inflammation can damage the brain's hippocampus, affecting memory and stress response. Additionally, sugar consumption can lead to nutrient deficiencies such as vitamin D and magnesium, which are important for various bodily functions. It is important to be mindful of the glycemic index and glycemic load of foods, which measure how quickly the sugar enters the bloodstream. Moderation is key when it comes to sugar consumption. Opt for balanced meals with protein and healthy fats to slow down the release of sugar into the bloodstream and minimize its effects. Remember, sugary snacks, cereals, and drinks often contain hidden sugars, so it's essential to read labels and choose healthier alternatives. Refined sugars and high fructose corn syrup can have negative effects on our hormones and immune system. By reducing sugar intake and making healthier dietary choices, we can promote better overall health and reduce the risk of various diseases. Number 11, sweeteners. There's an array of sweeteners out there, but the best potential sweetener for our body is honey. 12, salt. Salt is this essential nutrient that our bodies need to stay healthy. It helps with the important functions like balancing our blood sugar levels, aiding in digestion, supporting our immune system, and regulating blood pressure. Salt is made up of sodium and chloride, which are both necessary for our bodies to function properly. When it comes to choosing salt, it's important to opt for unrefined sea salt instead of processed table salt. Table salt goes through a chemical cleaning process that removes valuable minerals and trace elements. It also contains additives like anti-caking agents, some of which are made from aluminum. On the other hand, unrefined sea salt contains a balance of sodium chloride and beneficial minerals that our bodies recognize as safe and use effectively. A salt-free diet can actually be harmful to our health. Our heart valves and muscles need salt to function properly, and our cells rely on it for important biochemical processes. By using unrefined sea salt and incorporating a variety of herbs and spices, we can enjoy the benefits of salt while also adding flavor to our meals. 13. When it comes to animal meats, avoid factory farm meats, dairy, poultry, eggs, and fish, including processed luncheon meats and sausages. Choose meat, poultry, and eggs from animals raised on pastures where they can thrive in healthy ecosystems. Animals should be raised in diverse garden-like settings with healthy soil, sun, and space to ensure their health. Commercially raised cattle often eat low-quality grains instead of grass, which make them sick and requires the use of antibiotics. Opt for meats from animals that have been fed high-quality grasses and legumes, as they offer more essential vitamins and balanced fatty acids. Include organ meats like liver, kidneys, heart, brains, and sweetbreads in the diet, as they are highly nutritious, but make sure they come from clean and naturally raised animals. Be cautious of sausages, as many commercial varieties contain harmful additives and chemicals. Instead, opt for sausages made from locally sourced, pastured meats without added chemicals. For stocks and broths, fish, chicken, and meat stocks are highly nutritious. Use the castaway parts of animals combined with water and an acid, simmered for a long time to extract gelatin and collagen. Homemade broths and stocks contain essential proteins, healthy fats, and collagen, which are beneficial for the body. Gelatin aids in digestion and helps the body use proteins more effectively. Broths and stocks made from pastured meats offer superior nutrition and better gelled results. Regarding dairy, avoid processed, pasteurized, and low-fat milk products. Industrialized dairy may contain growth-stimulating hormones and high levels of sugar. Raw, organic, natural milk from free-roaming grass-fed cattle is preferred. Pasteurization and homogenization processes can harm the milk's nutritional properties and cause sensitivities. Commercially produced dairy may involve the use of growth hormones and antibiotics. Calcium needs can be met through various leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, and other plant-based sources. Raw whole milk is a good choice for making cultured dairy, but it's important to choose the right breed of cow. Remember, it's crucial to prioritize the quality of food and ingredients to support your health and your children's health. 14. Fats. Here's some simplified information about fats. Fats are essential building blocks for our bodies. They help make our cell membranes, hormones, and keep our skin healthy. Did you know that our brain is 65% fat? We also store fat for insulation and use it as fuel when needed. Fats play a role in carrying and digesting important vitamins like A, D, E, and K. They boost our immune system and help stabilize blood sugar levels. Our bodies cannot function without essentially fatty acids, EFAs, which are necessary for various bodily processes like brain and nervous system activity, hormone regulation, organ function, immune system support, cell function, and digestion. Since our bodies can't produce EFAs on their own, we need to get them from the food we eat. Having a lack of omega-3 fats or an imbalance between omega-3 and omega-6 fat can lead to decreased mental performance, asthma, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, cancer, depression, even among children, diabetes, heart attacks, insulin resistance, obesity, and stroke. Here's a breakdown of different types of fats. Saturated fats are solid at room temperature and can be found in butter, lard, coconut oil, and palm oil. Unsaturated fats are plant-based fats, both monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, and are liquid at room temperature. Good sources include olive oil, avocado oil, and other nut oils. Hydrogenated fats, avoid these fats as they are artificially altered and transformed into unhealthy trans fats. They can be found in margarine, certain salad dressing oils, and shortening. Consuming trans fats raises bad cholesterol levels, leading to clogged arteries, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cancer. These fats are stored in fat cells and arteries as the body treats them as toxins. It is important to satisfy your body's needs for essential fatty acids, the good fats, to prevent cravings caused by consuming trans fats. To incorporate essential fatty acids into your diet, focus on foods high in omega-3 fats such as leafy green vegetables, oily fish, walnuts, organic eggs, and naturally raised meats. Foods high in omega-6 fats include grains, commercially raised meats, oils used in processed foods, and commonly used cooking oils like corn, safflower, and sunflower. Choosing high-quality fats is crucial for maintaining healthy mind, balanced hormones, proper vitamin, and overall body function. Remember to store all fats away from heat and light. Avoid refined liquid vegetable oils made from soy, corn, safflower, canola, or cottonseed. Don't use polyunsaturated oils for cooking or baking, and stay away from foods fried in polyunsaturated or partially hydrogenated vegetable oils. Rancid and improperly prepared seed, nut, and grains found in granola, quick rise breads, and extruded breakfast cereals should be avoided as they block mineral absorption and cause intestinal distress. Instead, opt for animal fats, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil in your cooking. Nuts and seeds are also beneficial, especially when soaked in filtered water and sea salt before consuming. They nourish the body, support the nervous system and brain function, and help prevent cardiovascular disease. They are also rich in calcium, potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, and have a higher concentration of protein compared to other plants. Coconut oil is a healthy food oil that can be used in various ways. It can be burned as fuel by our bodies, aiding in metabolism, fat burning, and increased energy. Coconut oil contains lauric acid. 15. Recognizing real food. When it comes to recognizing real food for your family, it can be overwhelming with all the confusing health claims, misleading labels, conflicting information that is out there. Parents with kids who have autoimmune and chronic diseases, it's essential to keep it simple and focus on what truly matters. Real food is all about getting back to basics and nourishing our bodies in the most natural and ethical ways possible. Here are some simple guidelines to help you make informed choices. Was it ever alive? Does it have a nutrition label? Stick to single ingredient foods that come directly from farms, home gardens, or the wild. These foods usually don't have labels because they are in their purest form. Have chemicals or pesticides been used on ingredients? Support natural and sustainable practices by choosing foods that haven't been exposed to harmful chemicals or pesticides. This helps protect the environment, farmland, and the animals that consume them. If it is an animal product, was the animal fed a natural diet and kept in a natural habitat? Look for animal products labeled as grass-fed or pasture-raised. Animals raised in open pastures with access to sunlight, fresh air, and a natural grass-based diet produce the most nutrient-dense foods, providing optimal health benefits. Is it labeled organic if purchased from the store? While organic signifies that no chemicals or pesticides were used, it's important to note that not all organic label foods is necessarily real food. Consider other factors mentioned above to ensure you're making the best choices. Is the ingredient or food modified in any way? Avoid foods that have been refined, bleached, homogenized, pasteurized, or genetically modified (GMOs). These processes are not natural, can have adverse effects on the environment and human health, and may impact the immune system negatively. Are there unfamiliar ingredients or additives? If a product contains artificial colors, natural flavors, or other chemicals or synthetic additives, it's best to steer clear. These additives are often found in commercially processed foods that are high in sugar, salt, and healthy fats, and may have negative impact on health. Does it list sugar or high fructose corn syrup on the label? Avoid foods with added white sugar and high fructose corn syrup, as they offer no nutritional value and can be detrimental to health. Instead, consider making your own treats and desserts at home using natural and refined sweeteners. By following these simplified guidelines, you can make more informed choices when it comes to recognizing and selecting real foods for your family's health and well-being. Remember, taking small steps towards a healthier diet can make a significant difference in managing autoimmune and chronic diseases. 16. Beverages. Water. Hydration is one of the most important things for your body's well-being. Make sure to drink plenty of water every day. Sea salt, which contains 80 minerals, can help water enter your cells. Simply place a bit of sea salt on your tongue when drinking water to improve mineral absorption. It's best to drink water at room temperature and take it slowly. Cold water remains in your stomach until it warms up to your body's temperature, and then does it move, and only then does it move to the small intestine for absorption. Avoid drinking water during meals, as it can reduce the production of enzymes in your mouth that are essential for digestion in your stomach. Water plays vital roles in your body. It helps flush out toxins, delivers nutrients to cells, maintains a moist environment for your ears, nose, and throat, and keeps your digestion and elimination systems functioning smoothly. Even mild dehydration, 1 to 3% of body weight, can negatively affect your mood, brain function, and energy levels. It can also lead to dry, brittle skin and hair. Sometimes the feeling of hunger may be mistaken for thirst, leading to overeating. Aim to drink at least half an ounce of water per pound of body weight each day, and up to 1 ounce per pound for optimal hydration. Ensure the water you consume is of high quality. Purified or spring water is preferred, and it's essential to have water filter system to remove contaminants. Avoid drinking fluoridated tap water as it contains heavy metals, chlorine, and other toxins. Filtering both your drinking water and shower water is important as your skin can absorb harmful substances from bathing. To start your day off right, drink water with a pinch of sea salt or a teaspoon of apple cider or kombucha vinegar as soon as you wake up. This rehydrates your body, stimulates your digestive system, and gets things moving. You may notice positive changes like clearer skin and improved digestion. Cold water is an excellent immune booster and can increase white blood cell production, promoting better circulation. Aim to consume approximately 2 liters of water throughout the day between meals. Alternating between hot and cold water during your showers can also benefit your blood circulation. Finish your shower with a 10-second burst of cold water to prevent chilling. Remember, your body needs water for everything. It helps eliminate toxins, transport nutrients, keeps your ears, nose, and throat moist, and maintain healthy elimination. Even mild dehydration can impact your mood, brain function, and energy levels, as well as lead to dry skin. Stay hydrated with nourishing beverages that replenish electrolytes and naturally energize you without compromising your health or sleep quality. 17. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are incredible for promoting longevity, supporting heart health, and potentially preventing or treating various conditions like cancer, viral diseases, high blood cholesterol, sticky blood platelets, and high blood pressure. Here are 8 specific mushrooms and their benefits. Chaga. This mushroom grows on birch trees and is rich in antioxidants. It has the highest concentration of superoxide dismutase, which protects our bodies from oxidative damage caused by free radicals. Chaga can be consumed as a healthy alternative drink and offers benefits such as boosting physical endurance, managing stress and anxiety, supporting immune response, preventing tissue damage, improving cognitive function, and providing antibacterial and anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, antiviral, insulin responsive, cholesterol reducing, liver toning, and pain relieving properties. It may also have a positive effect against cancer, psoriasis, diabetes, and IBS, inflammatory bowel syndrome. Cordyceps are beneficial for combating fatigue, improving sexual disturbances, and offering properties like antibacterial, antioxidant, anti-tumor, antiviral, blood pressure regulation, insulin responsiveness, cardiovascular support, cholesterol reduction, immune stimulation, kidney toning, liver toning, lung toning, nerve toning, and stress reduction. It can be helpful in fighting conditions such as leukemia, lung problems, and lymphoma. Cordyceps are also considered adaptogenic, meaning it helps the body adapt to stressors. Lion's mane is known as a nootropic medicine, which means it supports cognitive and motor function. It is a powerful adaptogen for the nervous system and autoimmune diseases. Lion's mane offers benefits like alleviated digestive tract ailments, anti-inflammatory effects, antidepressant properties, anti-cancer potential, improvement of cognitive impairment, ability to combat leukemia cells and colon cancer, and treatment of degenerative diseases. It also acts as a neuroprotectant, regulates blood sugar and cholesterol, individuals with conditions like diabetes and heart problems. Additionally, lion's mane can aid in severe brain injuries by repairing and regrowing damaged nerve tissues in the brain. Maitake mushrooms can help in preventing or treating cancer, various diseases. Polyporus is a mushroom that is useful for conditions related to fluid retention, detoxification, and respiratory problems. Reishi mushrooms come in various colors such as red, purple, black, and white. Reishi is often referred to as the mushroom of immortality. It has adaptogenic, antibacterial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-tumor, immune modulating, blood pressure regulating, insulin regulating, and cardiovascular and cholesterol benefits. Reishi mushrooms can be used to create tonics for the kidneys, liver, lungs, nervous system, and sexual potency. They are also known to help in conditions like leukemia and cancers of the liver, lungs, and prostate. Shiitake mushrooms are beneficial for cardiovascular health and cholesterol management. And turkey tail mushrooms are known for rebuilding the immune system after cancer treatments. They have properties that inhibit tumor cells, improve respiratory tract infections, hinder the growth of leukemia cells, enhance liver function, relieve digestive tract irritations, and provide antiviral, antimicrobial, and high antioxidant effects. Incorporating these mushrooms into your diet may offer various health benefits, but it's important to consult with a healthcare professional, especially if you or your child has autoimmune or chronic diseases. 18. Fruits and veggies. Fruits can be prepared in various ways to enhance their flavors and textures, such as macerating, stewing, pureeing, roasting, grilling, or charring. They can be used in gels, combined with cream, added to frozen desserts, dipped in chocolate, or made into sauces. Including enzyme-enhanced lacto-fermented vegetables, fruits, beverages, and condiments regularly can support gut health, digestion, and the growth of healthy intestinal flora. These foods offer additional benefits like increased vitamin levels, production of enzymes, and antibiotic and anti-carcinogenic substances. Homemade dressings and sauces. Make your own dressings and sauces using whole ingredients provides better nutrition and replaces highly processed, unhealthy options. By using good fats and nutritious ingredients, you can improve the overall quality of your meals. Brassica vegetables like cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and kale have many health benefits. If you have iodine deficiency, consider steaming or boiling them before consumption. Otherwise, you can enjoy them raw, fermented, or cooked. Steamed spinach pucks are a nutrient-dense green vegetable that is rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Steaming spinach helps remove oxalic acid, making it healthier to consume. You can freeze steamed spinach in the form of pucks and easily add them to smoothies for a boost of beneficial nutrients like absorbable calcium. Dehydration. Dehydrating food involves removing water through warm or hot air circulation. It is one of the oldest and simplest methods of preserving food, allowing you to enjoy your harvest year-round. Using low temperatures during dehydration preserves the natural nutrients present in the food, while high temperatures can destroy sensitive vitamins and enzymes. Dehydrated fruits, vegetables, herbs, and cultured foods are best dried at low temperatures to retain the nutritional value. Drying food involves slicing it, laying it out on trays, flipping as needed, and potentially using parchment paper for very wet foods like pureed fruits. Uses for dried fruits and vegetables. Dried fruits and vegetables can be added to cookies, granola bars, porridges, soups, and salads. Reconstitute dried fruit pieces in water and blend them to create fruit sauces. You can also make fermented fruit sauces or paste by combining dried fruits with kombucha, kombucha SCOBY, whey, or salt. Dry green powders made from greens like kale, collards, and spinach can be added to smoothies, salads, soups, or used to create herbal mixes. Pre-treatments like peeling, shredding, slicing, and dicing can be done before drying vegetables. Dark leafy greens should be blanched for a few minutes to reduce the oxalic acid before drying. Drying at low temperatures preserves the nutrition and color of vegetables intended for raw consumption. Herbs should be dried at a low temperature around 95 degrees Fahrenheit to retain their volatile nutrients and medicinal properties. Grains can be soaked, cooked, sprouted, mashed, or seasoned before drying, depending on your preferences. Remember to store your dehydrated foods properly in airtight containers to maintain their freshness. 19. Fermentation and kombucha. Do you know that our bodies are like superorganisms? We have different types of organisms living in symbiosis on and within our bodies. One important community of microorganisms resides in our digestive tract called the gut microbiome. It consists of over 1,000 types of bacteria. The good news is that we can support these beneficial bacteria by consuming foods that contain them. These foods are known as fermented foods, and they are a great source of probiotics and beneficial bacteria. Fermented foods offer several benefits. They help with nutrient absorption, vitamin synthesis, breaking down proteins, alkalizing pH, restoring balance in our bodies, boosting immunity, even producing immunoglobulins. Fermentation also acts as nature's fridge, allowing us to preserve food for long periods of time. It can even make certain foods safer to eat by removing harmful substances. Plus, the food we eat not only affect our physical health, but also impact our mental and emotional well-being. During pregnancy and while nursing, it is especially important for moms to consume nutrient-dense foods and fermented foods. This nourishment helps ensure healthier newborns, promotes maximum milk production, and increases nutrient density in breast milk. The relationship between our gut and brain is fascinating. The two are connected through the vagus nerve, which controls various bodily functions. Many conditions, from food allergies to autism and mental illness or irritable bowel syndrome, have been linked to the connection between the gut and the brain. Understanding this connection can significantly influence how we approach and address neurological and gastrointestinal ailments. So, what are lacto-fermented foods? These are foods that have been cultured by beneficial organisms such as bacteria and yeast. The fermentation process starts when lactobacilli, which are bacteria that produce lactic acid, when they consume starches and sugars in the food. To effectively preserve the food, an anaerobic, oxygen-free environment is needed, along with salt, a pickling mixture, or a starter culture like kombucha or SCOBY. Lacto-fermented foods include sourdough, bread, meats, condiments, tangy jams, delicious beverages like kombucha and water kefir, dairy products like kefir yogurt, and cheeses, as well as beans like hummus, bean paste, miso, and tempeh. Dairy or coconut kefir, for example, is a yogurt-like culture product made from milk and kefir grains. It contains a wide variety of beneficial bacteria and yeast that can colonize the digestive tract and improve gut health. Water kefir and kombucha, on the other hand, are dairy-free fermented beverages rich in probiotics. It is quick to brew, can be flavored, and serve as a healthier alternative to soda. It is important to choose high-quality ingredients for fermentation. Opt for organic whenever possible to ensure the highest nutrition and avoid pesticides that can interfere with the fermentation process. When fermenting, use unrefined sea salt instead of iodized or table salt, as they may affect the fermentation negatively. Also use pure uncontaminated water to avoid interference from chlorine, chloramine, fluoride, or other contaminants. When fermenting different foods, it's best to keep them at least 5 feet apart to prevent cross-contamination. After fermentation, store the fermented food in a cold environment between 1 and 4 degrees Celsius to slow down fermentation and protect it from spoiling. Remember that the food will continue to age and develop flavor during storage. By incorporating fermented foods in your family's diet, you can support your kids' health by promoting a balanced gut microbiome and boosting their overall well-being. 20. Kombucha. What is kombucha? Kombucha is a probiotic beverage created by fermenting sweet tea with a starter called SCOBY, a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. The bacteria and yeast produce 3 types of acids: lactic acid, acetic acid, which is the vinegar, and glucuronic acid. Glucuronic acid acts as a detoxifier, binding with toxins and helping to flush them out of our bodies. Kombucha also offers health benefits such as cancer prevention, arthritis treatment, improved digestion, and immune boosting. How to brew kombucha simply. Tea. Choose black, oolong, green, white, or pura tea, free of oils or added flavors. Organic caffeinated tea is rich in antioxidants and supports long-term health. Sugar, use white unrefined sugar or honey as they both provide nutrition for the yeast and bacteria. The fermentation process breaks down the sugar, resulting in lower levels of sugar in the final beverage. Water. Ensure the water is chlorine-free by boiling it for 15 minutes or use filtered water. Brewing vessel. Use food-grade plastic buckets, glass, porcelain, or ceramic containers. Avoid vessels with spigots that can cause contamination. Stainless steel, grade 304 or higher, is safe for brewing. Cloth cover. Cover the vessel with a tightly woven cloth secured with a rubber band to allow airflow and protect from contaminants. Starter liquid. Use fermented kombucha tea from a previous brew or from the SCOBY Hotel to start a new batch. It protects the brew from harmful microorganisms. The yeast and bacteria work together during fermentation to produce healthy acids. Primarily, fermentation lasts 7 to 30 days. Secondary fermentation can be done for additional carbonation and flavor. What is the SCOBY Hotel? After brewing kombucha a few times, you'll have extra SCOBYs. To store them, create a SCOBY Hotel. Place the cultures with some strong starter liquid in a container covered with a breathable cloth at room temperature. Feed the liquid in the SCOBY Hotel every 1 to 3 months with 10 to 20% sweet tea that is at room temperature. Health benefits of kombucha. Drinking kombucha can promote healthy gut bacteria, support liver function, boost metabolism, improve digestion, provide energy, reduce high blood pressure, relieve headaches, destroy free radicals, aid in healthy cell regeneration, and more. Kombucha doesn't cure specific ailments, but it empowers the body to work on the root cause. Important reminders. Kombucha is not suitable for medical treatments or medications. Those with compromised immune systems should consume kombucha cautiously under medical supervision. Commercially produced kombucha may have altered fermentation and reduced benefits compared to homemade brews. Remember, kombucha offers nutrition in a living form and can be a valuable addition to a healthy lifestyle, which is also super versatile in the kitchen. 21. Soak and sprout. If your child or family member has autoimmune or chronic disease issues, it's important to understand how to support their health in simple ways. One beneficial practice is soaking, sprouting, and fermenting seeds, beans, grains, and nuts. These methods provide natural oils, vitamins, minerals, and digestive enzymes. However, they also contain enzyme inhibitors like phytic acid, which can hinder nutrient absorption. Soaking with filtered water and adding sea salt or acid like kombucha or kombucha vinegar helps neutralize these enzyme inhibitors. Here's a simple guide to soaking and sprouting. Use filtered water for soaking to ensure nutritious results. Optional, add sea salt or acid to activate enzymes that neutralize the enzyme inhibitors. Soak the item for 6 to 24 hours, depending on its size and density. Strain, rinse, and discard the soaking water. Use a ratio of 3:1 water to item, so 1 tablespoon or 15 grams or milliliters of acid to 1 cup or 240 mils of liquid. Soaking and fermenting grains and nuts makes them easier to digest. Dehydrating soaked nuts is recommended for later use. Soak whole cracked grains in flour before using them. Sprouting neutralizes phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors, making beans easier to digest too. Here are some ways to incorporate sprouted items into meals. Add sprouted beans to salads for extra nutrition, crunch, and flavor. Use sprouted beans in dips, spreads, soups, and stews. And make sprouted bean flour for recipes called for bean flour. Dehydrating nuts. After soaking nuts, it is recommended to dehydrate them to preserve their enzymes. Keep the dehydrator temperature below 115 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 24 hours. Then store them in an airtight container, preferably in the freezer for the longest shelf life. Cooking beans. For beans and legumes, which are a good source of minerals, B vitamins, fiber, and healthy fats, soak them first, then drain and rinse. Bring 3 parts water to 1 part bean to a boil and simmer for 1 to 2 hours. Sprouting allows the seeds, beans, or grains to complete their germination process, which neutralizes the phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors, making them easier to digest. Soak them first, then drain and allow them to sprout at room temperature for a few days. Rinse them twice a day to keep them fresh and moist. When it comes to grains, it's best to avoid hybridized wheat and commercially processed foods. Look for alternatives like einkorn and kamut, which are ancient forms of wheat and easier to digest. Soaked whole grain baking. Soaking whole grain flours neutralizes phytic acid and improves digestion. Replace refined flours with whole grain flours and soak them in an acidic liquid like raw kombucha vinegar for 7 to 8 hours or overnight before using them in recipes. Sprouted grain baking. Sprouting grains converts them into young living plants and makes their nutrients more easily absorbed by the body. It breaks down complex carbohydrates into simple sugars for better digestion. Consider using sprouted whole wheat flour in baking for added nutritional benefit. If you or your child has gluten intolerance symptoms. Gluten-free options include amaranth, arrowroot, bean flours, buckwheat, corn, millet, quinoa, and rice. However, it's essential to read labels and avoid cross-contamination and non-organic GMO products. To simplify gluten-free baking, consider using einkorn or kamut as they are unaltered ancient grains. Sourdough fermentation can also create a more delicate structure and break down complex proteins. When using gluten-free flours, keep in mind that they vary in functionality and taste. Blending them with other ingredients like gums and starches or ground nuts can improve texture and taste. For brown rice, soak it overnight to reduce arsenic content by 80%. Soaking whole grain flours and grains neutralizes the phytic acid, improving nutritional benefits. Consider converting recipes to include soaking steps and using whole grain flours. Sprouting grains transforms them into young living plants and makes their nutrients more easily absorbable. By implementing these simple practices, you can provide your family with nourishing and easily digestible foods that support their health. 22. Family Collective. Simplifying kitchen habits. In our fast-paced society, it's easy to rely on convenience foods and eating out. However, prioritizing your family's health is essential, especially when dealing with autoimmune and chronic diseases. Teaching your children good kitchen habits early on can make their lives easier and more enjoyable in the long run. Here are some simple tips to help you get started. Consistency is crucial. Start by creating a routine that is realistic and manageable for your family. Make small changes one at a time and give yourself and your children time to adjust before adding more. Take baby steps. Don't expect immediate perfection. Change one aspect of your routine at a time and give it a couple of weeks before introducing another change. Gradual progress is key. Leave room to breathe. Avoid overwhelming schedules and allow for flexibility. Trying to fill every minute with tasks can lead to frustration and stress. Remember that children especially perform better in a relaxed environment. As your routine becomes comfortable, you can gradually add more activities. Be understanding. If something isn't working, don't force it. It's okay to make adjustments as needed. Remember that you have another day to try again. Find what works best for your family and give yourself grace in the process. To start, involve your children in the kitchen during meal times, even if it's just for 15 minutes initially. over 3 to 6 weeks, this can become a habit. Keep things interesting by introducing new skills regularly, but also consider their age and abilities when assigning tasks. Here are a few teaching strategies to help you along the way. Explanation or demonstration phase. Clearly explain the task and demonstrate it without performing it yourself. Encourage your child to pay attention and absorb the instruction. Recount phase. Ask your child to repeat back to you what was explained to ensure their comprehension. Younger children can do this verbally, while older ones can write it down. Clarify any missed details through questions. Then the application phase. Let your child perform the task with minimal interference. Encourage them to ask for guidance when needed. For younger children, you can use the hand-over-hand technique initially, gradually reducing your involvement. Practical phase. Once your child is comfortable, they can perform the skill on their own on a different day with supervised coaching. Review important information, answer questions, and provide support as they practice independently. Throughout your food journey, record your experiences and modifications in your own words. Add notes to your recipes, highlighting favorites, successes, and areas for improvement. This personalized reference manual will become a valuable resource for your family. Remember, the key is to create a positive, enjoyable learning environment in the kitchen, fostering healthy habits, creativity, and a sense of responsibility and teamwork within your family. Teamwork makes the dream work. So that sums up our 22 chapters of why we need to give a shit. It really is all about our poos. IIWII. It is what it is. All right, thank you for watching and take care. I'm Chef Kristen, Chefs by Design. See you again.